Sony FE 70-200mm f2.8 GM OSS II review. Canon uses an extendable design for its 70-200mm lens, whereas Sony opts for a traditional internal zoom mechanism for the FE 70-200mm f2.8 GM OSS II lens. The lens is the same size as its predecessor and it does not vary when zooming in or out. It has the same 77mm filter size and Sony includes a reversible lens hood with a window to enable adjustment of a circular polarizing filter without its removal. It includes a rotatable collar and a tripod foot, which is useful for keeping the center of gravity in balance even if it is lightweight. Removing the foot using just a thumbscrew and button makes it easier to hold it while shooting handheld. However, Sony did not make the foot compatible with Arca Swiss tripods, you must attach or replace it with an aftermarket option instead. The FE 70-200mm is dust and moisture resistant, similar to Sony's cameras, and the front glass has an anti-smudge fluorine coating. The FE 70-200mm may be more expensive than other lenses, but its handling is excellent. It's not super lightweight like a small prime lens, it is just slightly heavier than the FE 24-70mm f2.8 GM. The lens has a good balance, with optics that stay fairly centralized in the barrel. The internal zoom of the lens makes it easy to set focal length using just a thumb and index finger grip since less effort is needed to extend the barrel. The body has many controls. 3 function buttons are placed on a collar located between the zoom and focus rings, arranged in 90-degree arcs. These 3 buttons all have AF1 as their default function, but this can be changed by reconfiguring the camera menu. Unfortunately, it is not possible to assign different functions to them. The GM OSS II has an aperture control ring, which is absent in the first version. Located just behind the zoom, it adjusts from f2.8 to f22 with third stop increments and an A position for camera body control. This ring can be clicked at each third stop increment or adjusted smoothly and quietly. Additionally, the iris lock switch stops any switches between automatic and manual controls. Focus breathing is not eliminated when you rack focus from close-up to infinity with most lenses, though it can be difficult to notice. The Sony a7 IV has built-in breathing correction for the video which removes the effect entirely. A slight crop factor applies to this feature, although some may consider this an advantage, especially when shooting telephoto subjects. 2 switches control the in-lens stabilization system. Toggle it on or off with one, and choose one of 3 modes with the other switch. Mode 1 is general purpose, Mode 2 is for tracking a subject while they move. And Mode 3 is designed for sports photographers to capture subjects that move unpredictably. The FE 70-200mm can create a blurred background effect, referred to as bokeh. Its telephoto focal length isolates the subject from its backdrop, allowing the background to disappear when used at its widest aperture of f2.8. At 200mm, the lens produces soft and circular highlights when used at f2.8, becoming more rounded by f4. Sony's G Master Lens series has been instrumental in its success in the professional camera industry. The FE 70-200mm f2.8 GM OSS from the first edition of the series is still an impressive performer. However, it does not incorporate the recent move towards lighter, more transportation-friendly full-frame photography equipment.